Do you hear that pop? Listen to that pop. Those are the little tangles and jangles that happen after you get done riding a motorcycle. Or any vehicle, really. This is my new, well, not new, it's an 87 Honda Rebel. I'm pretty fucking excited about it. It's an awesome little motorcycle. The other one I have is a 250 Kawasaki KL250, and that thing ran for like 2 days, and then it died on me. But this one runs like a dream. I already changed the oil. I found a good video on YouTube for that, with a cute girl changing her oil. And if I have to choose between seeing some ugly mechanic and some hottie changing oil, I'm gonna do that. Next I'm going to change the fuel filter. Where is it? The air filter. No, it's fuel filter. If you see right here, this is a petcock, which is a funny name for it. But it has on, off, which I'm going to set it to right now, and reserve. I don't know what reserve does, but this determines the flow of fuel from your tank to your carburetor. And right in here, in this little thingy, that's a fuel filter. I think after 87, they stopped doing that. So, woo, yay for getting fuel filter already built in. And I gotta say, it runs like a dream. It's pretty fucking fantastic. I like it a lot. I don't know, Honda. Yay for Honda. I'm a Honda fan. There's a guy down the street who's got a couple of Harleys, and those fuckers are loud, but this thing, I mean, it makes noise, sure, but it's nice and quiet. I did have some trouble on the freeway. On the freeway, it doesn't want to go really past 60, and you can really feel the engine pushing hard to make it to there. But just for riding around town and getting what I need done, taking me to and from work, it's a great little bike. It's a lot of fun to ride. It's real easy. The thing only weighs like 300 pounds. When I first got on it, I was a little anxious about the shifting, because I'd driven a standard car before, so I was familiar with the basics of what manual shifting is. But I really wish that more motorcycles had automatic transmission. It would make them so much easier to ride, and they are a lot of fun to ride. I just got finished riding for a couple hours. I went about 50 miles, and it was all country, mostly country. I'm back in the city now, and it was just nice to go through ranches and small country homes and the winding roads. The roads are in pretty good shape around here. I would have thought I would have hit some gravel or some potholes or something, but I must be lucky. I haven't bottomed it out yet, so I haven't really hit any potholes. That wasn't as big of a concern as I thought it would be, but then again, the roads around Arlington are pretty good. I paid, what did I pay for it? $9.80. I paid $9.80 for it, and it's in great shape. It needs some maintenance. It needs some cleaning. I gotta put some lubricant on. It's got a little dent there, but no one cares about that. And it needs the chain needs to be lubed, and I probably gotta take, this is the carburetor. Oop, little carburetor. I gotta take the carburetor apart and clean it. And aside from that, I think I got a really good deal. And I'm just, I couldn't be more pleased with it. I've only had it for like a week, so I'm still pretty giddy. I guess, is that the right word? Buyer's delight instead of buyer's remorse. Hopefully it'll last me a long time. It's an 87, so it's been around for a while, and I'm gonna take care of it. It's got about 90,000 miles on it, and the thing about motorcycles is that all the parts for them are so much cheaper than, say, a car. The maintenance is cheaper. It's easier. They're simpler machines. And I think that if anything broke down, I could easily replace it. Sometimes when it's cold, like when I'm just starting it up and I don't let it warm up, if I just want to start it and go, if I pull the accelerator, it hesitates, and then it dies down. And if I let go of throttling it, then it's fine and it idles out again. So I think maybe my accelerator, might be something wrong with my accelerator pump. Maybe. I mean, it's not really a problem that prevents me from riding it. Once it's warmed up, it drives great. But that might be something to look at. All right, the end. That's all I have to say about the Honda Rebel 250 1987 model. Shucks, I love riding it so much I might get a Honda 450. They only made it's a Honda Rebel 450 is it's a beefier version of the Honda Rebel 250, but because it's got a 450cc engine as compared to the 250cc in the Rebel. And they only made it for 2 years, 86 and 87. So they're kind of not easy to come by. I saw one on Craigslist for $12.50. That looked nice. But shucks, for under $1,000 for a motorcycle in almost perfect condition that runs great and still has the registration on it. I mean, can't beat it. I got a good deal. Well, there's a lot of changes in my life, and I haven't really updated anyone. But lots more things to come. Honda Rebel, get it. If it's your first bike, it's great. On the shifting, I'm gonna babble on a little bit because shifting is important. When you're starting up and you have the clutch in, you want to give it a little more gas than you think you're going to need to, because I mean, I'm 230 pounds. The bike is 300 pounds. It's not going to be jumping around anywhere if you give it a little bit too much gas. But it does take some calibration. It really just takes practice. It took me about 3 or 4 days before I really felt comfortable with it. So stay on small roads, avoid the big traffic, and you'll get the hang of it. I stalled out a couple of times at stoplights, and you know, if that happens, just stay calm, start it back up, and try again. You know, usually on the second time you get it. So, no stress. Ooh, motorcycles. Do 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 do.